Sometimes dreams do come true, unless Carla Jacob is your talent agent. She convinces her clients, some children, she'll make them stars, telling them they've booked big jobs like Broadway. But when it was showtime with us, Carla went for the smash hit.
I'm actually Hannah Sinclair from A Current Affair. I just wanted to ask you, are you a fake talent?
There'll be no encore for this show.
Has this been the best performance of your life, Carla?
Carla Jacob's acting talents know no bounds.
You booked Broadway.
I'm really sorry to be the one to tell you this, but your agent is lying to you and your contract is fake.
I don't know what kind of person does what she did.
If you're not even gaining anything out of it, why would you do it if you're just hurting people?
You know, you're putting yourself out there day after day, getting knocked back, the rejection. This is just the icing on a terrible cake.
Carla Jacob set the stage to pull off the biggest act of her life. Her online bio claims she's an actor from New South Wales with notable screen credits in Australian and American TV shows, along with a multitude of voiceover and theatre work. She claims to have received high praise from an acclaimed director who called her the next big name in Australia. On a podcast called That Aussie Agent, Carla said,
I honestly think what really sets me apart in this industry is the fact that not only am I a current performer, but I am a talent agent and a casting director, and I've really seen every side of this industry and I have experienced it as well.
On social media, Carla had positions with major productions, including Hamilton, Beetlejuice and Wicked, and connections with big names in Australian theatre. So when she launched Connect Talent Management in February last year, unsuspecting clients like Jacinta Robertson believed Carla had the connections to make her dreams come true.
She was so confident. She was so confident. She was everything that you wanted an agent to be.
31-year-old Jacinta has been singing, dancing and acting since she could talk. All she's ever wanted is a career in musical theatre, so you could imagine her excitement when Carla claimed she'd been offered an audition on Broadway.
And it was like this rush, and people were like, you're finally getting your opportunity, and I was like, this is it, this is amazing.
Hi, my name is Jacinta Robertson.
Jacinta had been making self-tapes and sending them to Carla, under the impression she was forwarding them to production companies.
I put my faith in her, so I didn't question anything. And I was like, this is crazy that Broadway are just doing self-tapes for auditions. Okay, like, sure, I'll go with it.
For the next few months, Jacinta heard nothing.
And I was like, you know what, I've done it, I've auditioned. And, you know, even just to have the opportunity was amazing.
But Carla had other plans. At a Connect Talent Management meetup in Sydney, Jacinta was told she'd hit the big time.
Carla got up and said, my sweet, sweet girl, you're going to make me cry. You booked Broadway. It was the most euphoric feeling. It was like, I've done it. I'm going to Broadway. Oh my God, this is amazing.
Carla shared the news on the Connect Talent Management Instagram. We are thrilled to announce that our beautiful Jacinta Robertson will be making her Broadway debut in 2024. Jacinta, we are proud of you. You deserve this. Every 2-hour turnaround self-tape, every audition, every moment has led to this. Jacinta signed a contract and was getting ready to move to New York this year.
It was going to be business class airfare, it was going to be an apartment, transport to and from the theatre, you know, my weekly salary, and I was like, wow, I'm going from an Australian nobody to an understudy lead on Broadway. This doesn't happen. This story, it just doesn't happen.
And sadly for Jacinta, it didn't happen.
It was all a lie.
Yeah.
Jacinta's Broadway bubble was burst.
I get a message from a friend of mine who is actually a producer on Broadway. All of a sudden I had an email that stated, no, Jacinta Robertson is not on the cast list. It was like, how do I explain this? How do I explain my situation to everyone? How do I explain my situation to the entertainment industry? How am I going to do that?
Carla fired off one last message to Jacinta before going to ground.
You are a powerful, powerful woman with a heart of absolute gold. You are empowered, driven and strong. And then she blocked me on every form of social media.
Jacinta then had the gut-wrenching task of telling her friend Kim, whose reaction was filmed when she was told she'd booked West End by Carla, that her contract was also fake.
Do you want to tell her what she got? Yeah, the West End.
And I said, I'm really sorry, babe, but your West End contract does not exist. And she just hysterically cried on the other side of the phone. It's never ever... Sorry.
It wasn't just adults Carla tricked.
We were watching that video thinking, wow, like, she's got a client who she's got going to Broadway. That's the dream, you know? That could be you one day, girls.
Kellyanne's 3 daughters also signed with the agency.
She sort of always seemed to say, oh, I've been talking to, you know, my mate who's in this show, or my best friend who's in the casting team for this show about Lily or about Ava, and they're really keen to meet her.
Carla told 14-year-old Ava she got an audition for Mary Poppins.
We were watching where it was going and thought, oh, hadn't it finished in Sydney? Oh, no, it's coming back. And the email was explicit, like that it wasn't public yet, so not to talk to anybody about it.
How excited were you thinking you had a shot at Mary Poppins?
Oh my gosh, it was so exciting.
16-year-old Liliana thought she'd been booked for several roles, including a gig on a Netflix show.
So I was like, by next year I'll already be like on a real TV show that's on a massive like platform.
Do you think it's cruel what she did to you?
I think so.
100%, yeah. It's just, it really hurts to think that like you were being told how talented you were, and how like, especially being told like, oh, this person in the casting really, really liked you and they thought you were great. And then you're like, no, they didn't. They didn't even see me, you know? It really hurts.
Liz Evans created a cabaret show and hired Carla to manage and promote the performance.
Within a few months, she had told me I had secured performances on a number of P&O cruise ships, a week of shows at the Opera House in 2024, and a week of shows at the Adelaide Cabaret Festival in 2024.
Liz claims she spent $12,000 getting ready for all the gigs she'd booked through Carla.
I had to hire a new cast, I held auditions, I held rehearsals, I bought new equipment, I bought new costumes.
But she too found out it was all fake.
Really emotionally hurt, but also from a business point of view, just really angry that, you know, I'd invested that time and that money for it all not to be happening, not to be real.
Carla's act was over. We've confirmed she has never been employed by Michael Castle Group, one of Australia's largest production companies. She was never offered a role for Hamilton. she has never been part of the casting teams for Wicked or Beetlejuice. P&O Cruises Australia says it's never had any dealings with her or Connect Talent Management, and in fact issued the agency with a legal letter after learning about a fake contract. The Sydney Opera House also confirmed it didn't work with her. What Carla has actually been doing for the past few years is running a kids' party venue on the New South Wales Central Coast.
Hannah Sinclair from A Current Affair. I just wanted to ask you, you got fake talent.
It may not have been how Carla wanted it, but she can now say, as a matter of fact, she's been on TV.
Why did you lie to your clients? You just assaulted me on camera. Why did you lie to your clients, Carla? Are you a fake talent agent? Has this been the best performance of your life, Carla?
After showing off her clout, Carla thought she needed protection and called police.
Your clients' dreams turned into nightmares when they met you. Why did you do this to them? Carla, will you be telling the police that you've just assaulted me? Was Connect Talent Management all an act?
I will make a comment that I have had successful people on a successful contract as multiple people.
This is the first question I usually get asked was, how much money did she take from you? She took nothing from me. I didn't pay her a thing.
There were some performers Carla got gigs.
There were some contracts within the agency that were legitimate.
But it seems Jacinta and the others will never know the answer to the biggest question.
I just really love to know why. Why she would do this to me.
You didn't make any money from this, so why did you do it?
Does Carla deserve an Oscar for her performance?
Oh my goodness. She deserves something for her performance, but I don't think it's an Oscar.
It's awful to be scammed. It's awful to be taken advantage of. No one deserves it.
As the curtain closes on this chaotic chapter for Carla's former clients, there's no applause.
You lied to Jacinta and many others, Carla.
I haven't lied.
You did lie.
Let's all hope there's no sequel.
If you edit this, I will. Please, get my
To lie like that and to lie to kids, why would anyone do that? It is so cruel.